Very good morning, students. In this class, we will start a new unit with organic chemistry. So after studying this unit, the students will able to know what are hydrocarbons, what are the classification of hydrocarbons, okay? And secondly, the IPAC system of nomenclature. In this part, we will discuss the IPAC system of nomenclature of alkane, alkene, alkyne, alkyl halide and alcohols. And lastly, the student will able to know the use of aromatic compounds in daily life. So first we will come to the introduction part, that is what is organic chemistry is all about. Okay, so let's see. What is organic chemistry? Organic chemistry is a study of organic compounds, its structure and properties. So what are organic compounds? Organic compounds are covalently bonded carbon compounds. Okay, so organic compounds are covalently bonded carbon compounds. So why carbon? Because carbon has a unique property, and that property is known as catenation. What do you mean by catenation? Catenation means self-linking property. Self-linking property. So due to this property, carbon can link to other carbon atoms to form a structure, and that compound is known as organic compound. And second thing is, if we consider the electronic configuration of carbon, then what we have found, the atomic number of carbon is 6. The electronic configuration is like 1s2, 2s2, 2p2. The ground state configuration is like this. Okay, and in the p orbital there are 2 electrons. Okay, and if you consider the configuration in excited state, then the configuration is like this. So what we will observe here, that there are 4 unpaired electrons in the valence scale of carbon atom, as there are 4 unpaired electrons are present in carbon atom, so that carbon can form 4 bonds with carbon or other atom. And this property of carbon is known as tetracovalency of carbon atom. Tetracovalency of carbon atom. So what we have discussed so far, what is organic chemistry? Organic chemistry is the study of organic compounds, their structure and reactions. And what are organic compounds? Organic compounds are mainly covalently bonded carbon compounds. Why carbon? Because carbon has a unique property, that is catenation, that means self-linking property. Due to this property, carbon can link to other carbon atoms to form compounds. Okay, and if you consider the electronic configuration of carbon, then what we have found, that carbon has 4 unpaired electrons in its valence shell, so carbon can form 4 bonds with carbon or other atom, and this is known as tetracovalency of carbon. Let's move to the second topic, that is classification of organic compounds, or you can say hydrocarbons. The classification of organic compounds or hydrocarbons. So there are number of thousands of organic compounds. Then it is very difficult to study them. So to tackle that, organic compounds are broadly divided or classified into 2 types, okay, depending on their structure or the carbon-carbon bond present in that compound. Okay, so the classification of organic compound, the hydrocarbons, are divided into 2 types. Okay, the first one is open chain or a cyclic compound, or they are also known as aliphatic compounds. Okay, aliphatic compounds. And the second one is closed chain or ring compounds, Okay, then open chain or cyclic compounds are again divided into 2 types. One is saturated hydrocarbons, and the second one is unsaturated hydrocarbons. Unsaturated hydrocarbons. And similarly, closed chain or ring compounds are again divided into two types. One is alicyclic compounds. Alicyclic compounds, and the second one is aromatic compounds. Aromatic compounds. Let's see. Hydrocarbons are divided into two types, open acyclic or aliphatic, and second one is closed chain or ring compounds. Then open chain are again divided into saturated and unsaturated, and closed chains are divided into acyclic and aromatic hydrocarbons. We are using the term hydrocarbon. What do you mean hydrocarbon? Hydrocarbon means the compound of carbon and hydrogen only. See, if you closely see the name hydrocarbons, that means hydro means hydrogen and carbon. Okay, that means the compound which contain carbon and hydrogen only, that are called hydrocarbons. So in this unit we will discuss about saturated hydrocarbons, unsaturated and aromatic hydrocarbons. Okay, so saturated hydrocarbons are also known as alkanes. Okay, and unsaturated hydrocarbons are again divided into two types. One is alkene and the second one is alkyne. Okay, so let's further discuss about what are saturated hydrocarbons. Okay, see, what are saturated hydrocarbons? As we consider the carbon-carbon bond in organic compounds, then what we will found, if carbon-carbon single bond or carbon single bond hydrogen are present in a compound, then those type of compounds are known as saturated hydrocarbons or alkanes. Okay, then what will the first member of alkane? If you consider carbon, then to satisfy the valency, carbon will form 4 bond with other atom. It will be bonded with 4 hydrogen atom. Then what is the structure? The structure is CH4 and its name is methane. So methane is the first member of alkane family. Okay, if you consider this structure, what we will do, we will replace this hydrogen atom with other carbon atom. Then what we will get? See, these are 3 hydrogen atoms, and replace this hydrogen atom with another carbon atom. So to satisfy the valency of carbon atom, we will add another 3 hydrogen atoms to it. Okay, then what is the structure? The structure is C2H6. The formula is C2H6 and its name is ethane. Its name is ethane. And similarly, we can write all the structure of alkane family. Okay, then what is the general formula of alkane? See, the general formula of alkane is CnH2n plus 2. Okay, if you consider, if N is equal to 3, then what will be the structure? C3, put the value 3 here, into 3 plus 2. Then what will be the structure? C3H8 and its name is propane. Its name is propane. Similarly, if N is equal to 4, then the structure is C4H2 into 4 plus 2. Then the structure is C4H10 and this is butane. And you can write all the structure of alkane family by using this formula. So this is the general formula, that is CnH2n plus 2. Okay, so in the next class we will discuss about what are unsaturated hydrocarbons and aromatic hydrocarbons. So thank you, students.